From the very first day I touched a football, the dream was alive. Not just of playing in the biggest stadiums or breaking records, but of lifting that one trophy that stands above all others, the World Cup. For a young boy, with nothing but a ball and a burning heart, that dream felt bigger than life itself. It was the picture that kept me running faster, jumping higher, and pushing harder when everyone else was ready to stop. The dream was not just about me. It was about proving that no matter where you come from, you can aim for the highest mountain. As the years passed, I achieved almost everything a player could ever ask for: league titles, European glory, individual awards, records that many said were impossible. And yet, despite all of it, one dream still burned untouched. It was like a flame that never goes out, even when the winds of failure tried to extinguish it. No matter how many times I was knocked down, the thought of that golden trophy pushed me to rise again, because the truth is, without a dream that scares you, that challenges you, that sometimes feels impossible, you don't truly live. Every time I put on the national jersey, the dream grew heavier, but so did my determination. I wasn't just carrying my own ambition, I was carrying the hopes of millions of people. Children watching at home, families gathered around a TV, old men and women who had been waiting their whole lives to see their country crowned champions. That wait was never a burden, it was an honor, because a true dream isn't meant to be easy. A true dream demands your everything, your blood, your sweat, your tears. And yet the road to that dream was never smooth. The pain of falling short, the silence of the locker room after a defeat, the questions, the criticism, the doubt those moments could have broken me. But a dream doesn't let you quit. A dream whispers in your ear, stand up again, try again, believe again. And so I always did. Because the moment you let go of your dream, you let go of yourself. And I refused to surrender. Today, when I look back, I realize the World Cup dream is more than just a trophy. It's a symbol of resilience. It is the constant reminder that life is not about what you already have, but what you are still willing to chase. Some dreams may never be reached, but the fire they create inside you is what shapes you, drives you, and makes your life extraordinary. That is why this dream never left me. It still lives within me because a true dream never dies. Every time I step onto the pitch for my country, it's never just about me. It's about the millions of eyes watching, the millions of hearts beating in rhythm with mine. From the children dreaming of their own future to the elders who have waited decades for this moment, I feel their expectations in every touch of the ball, every sprint, every pass. The jersey I wear carries the pride of an entire nation. It carries their stories, their struggles, their belief that today, maybe, their dreams can be realized through mine. And that responsibility, it's both heavy and sacred. There are moments when the pressure feels unbearable. Every move is scrutinized, every decision judged, every failure magnified. One mistake isn't just mine. It feels like a disappointment shared across streets, homes, and generations. The world watches, critics speak, and the weight of a nation's hope can feel heavier than any trophy, any accolade I have earned. But in that pressure, I find clarity. I remember why I started, why the dream was born in the first place, and I realize that carrying this hope is a privilege few ever experience. It's not easy to balance personal ambition with collective expectation. Sometimes I want to play freely, to chase personal glory, to let instincts guide me. But the moment I remember that I am representing millions of lives, I shift. My heart beats not just for me, but for every soul who looks to me for hope. I train harder, I run faster, I sacrifice more, because hope is fragile, but it can ignite something extraordinary. When you carry it well, it lifts not only yourself, but everyone who believes in you. And yet the true challenge lies in the setbacks, the missed goals, the draws, the heartbreaks on the biggest stages. Each defeat feels like a collective loss, like the hopes of an entire nation have been crushed in a single moment. But I have learned that hope is resilient. It never dies. It merely waits for someone strong enough to revive it. And that's why I continue again and again to run, to fight, to give everything I have, because a nation's dream deserves more than excuses. It deserves relentless pursuit. Ultimately, carrying a nation's hope is about understanding the power of inspiration. Every stride I make, every goal I score, every effort I put in, it sends a message that anything is possible if you refuse to give up. Even if the World Cup remains elusive, the belief I ignite in others, the fire I pass to the next generation, is a victory beyond measure. Because hope, once shared, multiplies, and in carrying it, I realize that I am not alone. The nation carries me as much as I carry it. That symphony of shared dreams is what makes the journey worth every drop of sweat, every ounce of pain, and every heartbeat. Defeat is a cruel teacher. No matter how hard you train, no matter how perfectly you perform, the result can still slip through your fingers. Losing a match, especially on the world stage, feels like more than just a setback. It feels personal. Every failed shot, every defensive lapse, every split-second decision becomes a weight pressing on your chest. The disappointment isn't just yours. It's magnified by the hopes of millions who believed in you, who trusted that you could deliver the dream. That weight can be suffocating, but it is also unavoidable for anyone daring to chase greatness. The hardest defeats are the ones you carry inside long after the final whistle. You replay moments over and over in your mind, imagining how things could have been different. The weight grows heavier with each what if, each near miss, each opportunity wasted. And yet, this weight is not meant to crush you, it is meant to shape you. Every failure is a lesson, every heartbreak a tool, every loss a reminder that nothing worthwhile comes easy. The question is whether you let that weight bury you, or whether you use it as fuel to rise stronger. Every athlete dreams of victory, but only those who endure defeat truly understand its power. It teaches humility and patience. It exposes weaknesses, both physical and mental, that must be corrected. It demands reflection and honest self-assessment. The weight of defeat forces you to look inward, to confront your own limitations, and to acknowledge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And once you face it, once you embrace it, that weight becomes a driving force, a fire that refuses to let you settle for anything less than excellence. There is also a deeper, almost invisible burden, the disappointment you carry for those who believed in you. The fans who cheered, the children who idolized you, the families who stayed up late hoping to witness history, all of them feel your losses as if they were their own. That sense of responsibility is heavy, but it is also sacred. It reminds you that your pursuit is bigger than yourself. It reminds you why every training session, every sacrifice, every sleepless night matters. The weight of defeat is not a curse. It is a reminder of the privilege and honor of representing something far greater than yourself. And finally, the weight of defeat is what transforms dreams into obsession. It sharpens your focus, strengthens your resolve, and forces you to chase improvement with relentless precision. Each loss is a step toward mastery, each heartbreak a push toward greatness. It is a constant reminder that victory is not given. It is earned through blood, sweat, tears, and the refusal to surrender. Those who never fail never learn, and those who never carry this weight will never know the sweetness of triumph when it finally arrives. The weight of defeat is heavy, but it is the weight that builds champions. Pain is inevitable. Every athlete, every dreamer, every person chasing greatness will face it. But pain itself is not the enemy. It is the spark that ignites the fire within. Every missed opportunity, every injury, every crushing defeat has the potential to break you or to fuel you. The difference lies in how you choose to respond. You can let it paralyze you, let it define you as someone who couldn't endure. Or you can let it push you, motivate you, and transform every ounce of suffering into unstoppable energy. I've felt it countless times, the sting of failure, the ache in my body after hours of relentless training, the heartache of falling short on the world stage. It could have made me bitter, it could have made me give up, but instead, I learned to use that pain as fuel. Each setback became a challenge, each scar a badge of honor. When others rest, I remember the pain and push harder. When others quit, I remember the pain and run further. Pain became the fire that sharpened my focus, honed my skills, and reminded me that nothing worth achieving comes without sacrifice. Pain also teaches humility. It reminds you that no one is invincible, that even the strongest can be broken. But in that vulnerability lies power. By embracing the discomfort, by accepting the struggle, you grow stronger than you ever imagined. Pain forces you to adapt, to evolve, and to find strength you didn't know you had. Every tear shed in solitude, every frustration screamed in silence, every moment of despair, all of it becomes the fuel that propels you forward when the world is counting you out. The greatest moments in life are born from the fiercest fires. Pain is not punishment, it is preparation. The challenges that try to destroy you are the same ones that shape you into someone unstoppable. Every time I step onto the field, I carry all the pain of the past with me, not as a burden, but as armor. That fire pushes me to sprint faster, jump higher, strike harder, and fight longer than anyone else. Pain, when harnessed, is no longer a limitation. It is the ultimate advantage over anyone who has never suffered, never struggled, never been tested. Finally, turning pain into fire is about mindset. It's about choosing to see adversity as opportunity, setbacks as lessons, and hardship as motivation. The fire you create from pain burns brighter than any trophy, louder than any cheer, and lasts longer than fleeting moments of glory. It becomes part of who you are, a relentless force that refuses to quit, refuses to settle, and refuses to accept mediocrity. Pain is temporary, but the fire it ignites within you can burn forever, and it is this fire that turns dreams into reality. The World Cup is the ultimate prize, the pinnacle of achievement for any footballer. Yet, as I've learned over the years, the true measure of a career is not just in the trophies held high, but in the impact left behind. The legacy of a player is built in moments of courage, in the sacrifices made, in the inspiration shared. Even without lifting the golden trophy, a career can be extraordinary if it changes lives, motivates millions, and leaves a mark that no one can erase. That is the legacy that endures long after the final whistle. Every goal scored, every record broken, every comeback from adversity contributes to something far bigger than personal glory. It is a story of resilience, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence. The young players who look up to you, the fans who chant your name, the children dreaming of their own path, these are the ones who carry your legacy forward. Each effort on the field, each moment of leadership, each act of passion becomes a spark that ignites hope in others. The World Cup is a symbol, but the legacy is the fire that spreads beyond the field. True legacy also comes from how you handle the disappointments, the heartbreaks, and the moments that fall short of expectations. People remember not just the victories, but how you responded to failure. Did you crumble under pressure, or did you rise, stronger and more determined than before? Did you inspire through your words, through your actions, through the relentless pursuit of your goals? Legacy is about being more than just a player. It's about being a beacon of courage, discipline, and integrity, regardless of the scoreboard. And then there is the personal connection, the way you touch the hearts of those who follow your journey. The encouragement given to the next generation, the motivation shared with fans across continents, the example set for those who aspire to greatness, these are victories that trophies cannot measure. Legacy is not confined to a cabinet or a medal. It lives in the stories told, in the dreams awakened, and in the inspiration passed down. Even if the ultimate cup remains elusive, the impact made along the way is priceless and permanent. Finally, the legacy beyond the cup is a reminder that life is bigger than a single moment of glory. It is the cumulative effect of every choice, every action, every sacrifice. The World Cup may be the dream, but the legacy is the reality that lasts forever. It is proof that the journey, the relentless training, the endless effort, the courage to continue when everything seems against you, is what truly defines greatness. A legacy is built not only in victory, but in character, perseverance, and the ability to inspire others to chase their own dreams with the same fire that drives you.